Hello, BookTube. I'm not going to say nautically that I'm 3 sheets to the wind. I'm not. I'm not even 2 sheets to the wind. I might be 1 sheet to the wind, but I've only got 2 packages to go through. As you can see, my location has changed. All will become clear in time. But I didn't want to do just a one video day because that would make me some sort of loser. so we got this package here. As you can see, almost didn't get to me. So we'll just clear it through here and see what we have. Oh, fantastic. Oh, well, all right. The pub sheet didn't make it. But this is actually a novel that's coming out next year. Oh, my. I didn't know that I was going to get this. Fantastic. Okay. The pub sheet didn't make it, but this is Infinite Detail by Tim Mong. Or Moggen, or however you pronounce that. You can't really see that. Well, this lighting's not so bad. You people will be fine. This is the made-up stories. This is a contemporary novel. What have we got here? A timely and uncanny portrait of a world in the wake of fake news, diminished privacy, and a total shutdown of the internet. A total shutdown of the internet would result in the absence of fake news. But let's not quibble. We're only one sentence in. Okay, so we've got melodramatic time postings here. The first is before, all in capital letters. In Bristol Center lies the Croft, a digital no man's land cut off from the surveillance, big data dependence, and corporate-sponsored globally hegemonic aspirations that have overrun the rest of the world. So those of you who are in the UK, in other words, the translation is, once again, Bristol lags behind. Let's see here. 10 years in, it's become a center of creative counterculture. Okay, so we're not dealing with the real Bristol. But it's fraying at the edges. Radicalizing from inside. How will it fare when its chief architect, Rushdie Mannin, takes off to meet his boyfriend in New York City? The apotheosis of the new techno-utopian global metropolis. All right, that took several left turns. And then we have the melodramatic after. So that was before. Before was Rushdie Mannin hurrying off for a booty call in Manhattan. And now we have after, all in capital letters. An act of anonymous cyber terrorism has permanently switched off the internet. Okay. I don't know anything about this author, but I'm assuming from that sentence that he's 90. Let's see. Global trade, travel, and communication have collapsed. Yeah, because you need the internet to travel. The luxuries that characterize modern life are scarce. Because you need the internet to make a comfy sofa. I'm sitting on one right now that was 3D printed only a minute ago. I can't tell you. In the Croft, Mary, who has visions of people presumed dead, is sought out by a grieving family seeking connection to lost ones. But does Mary have a gift, or is she just hustling to stay alive? Is that a rhetorical question, or can I answer it? There's no afterlife, so she's hustling to stay alive. Let's see here. Like Grids, this is with a capital G, who runs the Crofts black market like a personal turf. He is one of the people who wants her to contact dead people. Or like Tyrone, who hoards music and tattered sneakers like treasure. The world in infinite detail is a small step shy of our own. Okay. Sounds mighty, huge leaps different than our own. Utterly dependent on technology, constantly brokering autonomy and privacy for comfort and convenience. Okay. All right. Well, so that's what you're going to get here. That is what this thing is. It's a mildly dystopian bit of quasi-artistic speculative fiction. So let's find out about the author. That's the key here, is the author. Tim Moggen is an author, a journalist, and a features writer who uses both fiction and nonfiction to explore issues around cities, class, culture, globalization, technology, and the future. Okay. His work regularly appears on the BBC and in Vice and New Scientist. Notice what's missing from that description. Any other books? So is this his debut novel? Why is that not being told then? If that's why wouldn't you lead with that? Okay, well, this comes out in March, and it's a Frost and Giroux original, so it's going to be a $16 paperback. So that all of that points towards it being a debut, but they don't actually come out and say it. But he would list other novels, even if they were by other publishers. He would list other novels if he'd written them, so he hasn't. And he's a feature writer who uses both fiction and nonfiction to explore issues around cities, class, culture, globalization, technology, and the future. So I'm guessing that he's a hipster. We shall see. When I get the finished copy, I will actually have a picture of what he looks like. So let's move on to the next one. This is our second book, our last book. It's the eve of Thanksgiving, so you can't expect to be bombarded with Steve content. Now, can you? So let's see what we have here. Oh, God. Oh, my. Okay. All right, well, we move from fun speculative fiction to extremely not fun nonfiction. I have a pub sheet here. You can't really. I don't know if I can show you. The bean is actually here. The reason she's not destroying paperwork is because she's pooped. Let's see if I can show you. She's pooped, so she won't be jumping up on anything. But this next one is by Franklin Zimmering, and it's When Police Kill. Talk about a Thanksgiving buzzkill right there. So it doesn't have a pub sheet. It's Harvard University Press. This could actually be a reprint. Did we already see this on this channel? Did we see this last year? Did this come out last year? Yeah, this is a finished copy, and it's a finished paperback. So this is going to come out sometime soon. There's no date on it, but it's all about the police use of lethal force, and that is a polarizing subject. And I have been trying to avoid polarizing subjects on this channel, unless the polarizing subject is how craptastic Cormac McCarthy is. I have very, very pronounced opinions about police fatalities, about police shooting civilians dead in their own backyards for doing nothing except having the wrong skin color. I have very pronounced feelings about that, and I'm trying to keep those off this channel because I know that some of you disagree. Some of you don't agree with that. And I don't have any details on this because it doesn't have a pub sheet. It's a finished paperback. It's going to come out probably soon. It probably came out in hardcover last year. So that is. What have we got here? Where did the other one go? Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that is what we have in this tiny little. Keep in mind, one sheet to the wind mail. We have a novel that's coming out in the spring. Infinite detail. And then we have the finished trade paperback of When Police Kill, which I guess, I'm assuming that the Harvard edition of it came out last year, because Harvard doesn't really do nonfiction paperback originals. So that's it. That's it for now. A novel and an extremely grim piece of nonfiction. So we'll wrap this up for now, but we may see each other again. Thank you, BookTube.